Hello, makeup lovers and others. Welcome back to Contour and Candor. Let me just get this. There we go. All right, today is just going to be all makeup. So if you are not a makeup lover, I totally understand. And I'll see you in another video. But today I wanted to do a little bit of Parisian makeup. J'aime la France et les Français. I love France and the French. And I visited Paris for the first time in 1992. And it was magical, wonderful, amazing. And yes, the French women, they are very chic, and they seem to be just effortlessly chic. I will never be effortlessly chic, but I thought I would at least try to emulate them a little bit today. So, okay, we have, I don't have jewelry on yet, so let me just put my cross on, and then we will get started. So, the thing that the French women do well is that they don't overdo anything. Everything is just so balanced. If they have a strong eye, they keep the rest of their makeup more minimal. But what's more typical is that they'll do very neutral eyes and a bold lip. So that is what we're going for today. So I'm going in with the Ole Henriksen in the shade Guava. And that is just, brings a little moisture, a little color correction, all the things. And now I am looking, there it is. So then I'm just gonna go in with a little of my High Glam concealer from Natasha Denona. And there we go, just all the little spots. Oh, I have 2 bug bites up here. I'm not going to bother with that. We don't care, right? Apparently the bugs think I'm delicious because if there is a mosquito within a mile, it will find me. Oh, all right, there we go. There we go. Now, let's grab this. For those of you who've been following my last couple of videos, my friend has been waiting for her, my friend Jackie, who I did a video about, she has been waiting for her grandchild to arrive, and the baby arrived after 36 or so, 33 something hours of labor. Unfortunately, she had to have a C-section. Her daughter-in-law had to have a C-section. So I know that's a huge disappointment for her and for my friend's son, who we love, who's my fake nephew. But yeah, the baby's here, and we still don't know if it's a boy or a girl because the mom and dad wanted to tell their parents in person before they told anyone else. And so because of the time difference to England, we just haven't heard yet. That I'm using, I'm using this new L'Oreal, like a foundation balm. What is this? This is in the shade Rose Claire, number 2. It should be my shade, but it's looking a little yellow on me. Let's see if it's looking yellow in the makeup mirror. A little bit. That's disappointing because of the rose in the name. You would have thought that would have been a good shade for me. Let's see, pressing this on. I saw a review online and a wear test by my favorite beauty influencer, and she loved it, but she is also more neutral toned than I am. So having this little bit of yellow probably would have worked great for her. I don't know. She's a little bit darker than I am, but then who isn't, right? Anyway, so we're still waiting to hear if it's a boy or a girl, but we are very excited. I'll tell you, what a stressful thing when someone's in labor and you just want so much for them to be out of pain and for the baby to be safely delivered, and for them to avoid a C-section if at all possible. But it obviously was not possible in this circumstance. Boy, she sure did try. So I'm thanking God for a healthy baby and a healthy mama. And I'm so excited for my friend Jackie. I will never get to be a grandmother, but I am a great aunt. And I'll tell you what, it is a joy. It's just incredible to see your kids, or in this case, my nieces, my niece and my nephew, to see them as parents and to meet their little people and love on them. It's wonderful. All right. I don't love that. I will say the coverage is really good. I just don't love the shade on me, which is a bummer. But maybe once I put on some blush and some contour, I'll feel differently. But yeah, I just wish it were a true cool tone foundation. And I am gonna need to brighten up these under eyes a little bit more. Not sure why I'm getting such dark circles. I'm using the Becca Fairlight sort of glowy, concealer-y, I don't know. But yeah, that brings some life, thankfully, to the eyes. Alrighty, let's keep going. What is next? Okay, I have this MCO Beauty that I never use. So I thought, hey, let's use this today. As I recall, I don't need to do much of this. Hopefully I have not just overdone it. Okay, work for me. MCO Beauty is available at Target. The thing I don't like about MCO Beauty is that they are so overt in their duping. Like this setting spray I use, this is like a ripoff of Charlotte Tilbury. And I think if you're gonna dupe somebody, bring something of your own to the table. Don't just straight up rip them off. That's just my opinion. And probably the law as well. Okay, this is very old for me as well. This is from Fenty Beauty. It is a contour stick, as you see. And I forget why I didn't love this when I first got it more than a year ago. Probably outdated. Okay, what did I have? Oh, I don't have a, here we go. I thought I had everything set up, but I don't. Okay, so we're just gonna use my brush to diffuse that. And then the thing I love about this brush is that, so I can swipe down here and it'll diffuse it. But if I wanna just be more precise with it, I can use the side of it and just pounce it in and it'll stay exactly where I put it, only obviously blended. Okay, we'll do it on this side. Yeah, I like that actually. Who knew I was gonna like that again? I did not like it before. Okay, actually I'm gonna put a little up here as well on my forehead. Okay, and in this case I'll use the Details by Tati, EX1 from the extension line, and just, whoop. Okay, excellent. All right, I might put a little blush up there too, but we'll wait. Let's see, next. Okay, so I have this Morphe. It's, I think, a newer product for them. This is their Thin Line Concealer. I know there are some higher end, like Victoria Beckham, who make this kind of concealer, like this kind of format. And it sure is helpful for a nose contour. Sorry, let me get, yeah. So this is the Specialty 5 brush. Yep. And I'll just use that to blend this out and blend it up here a little bit. Nice. You can also do a little underneath the lips to create the illusion of more volume. Okay. See, it just creates a little bit of shadow there. Gives you the illusion of volume. I like it. All right, so this Milani blush, I had great hopes for it. The shade is so bright. So what I'm gonna do, I'm taking an old brush. I don't wanna use a good brush. Okay, and I'm just patting it into the lid, just the tiniest bit. And I'm gonna come here on my cheeks. Just, wow. I mean, that's a lot of color payoff. But it's gonna work with this look, and it will calm down a little bit. We'll put a little up here. Come on. Yeah, sure, now the payoff's gone. There. Oh gosh, now I look like a crazy person. Okay. That's all right. We'll blend. Blend. And I'm using the ES2 today. The good thing about this foundation brush, again from Details, is that it allows you to get a very thin application, but then when you stamp it in, you get some decent coverage. All right, I need some blending here. So I'm just going in with a powder puff to kind of soften and blend. All right, good enough. So next, let me tell you the story of my eyebrows. Oh, so I have always had full eyebrows. Didn't overpluck. I was pretty good about it. And I had been getting them waxed. And so I go in, and I always went to the nail salon to get my brows waxed. They always did a great job. For some reason, I was visiting someone and I was at an Ulta, and I really needed to get my brows waxed. Like, they were looking crazy. And so I went to the Benefit little brow studio there, and there was a guy who was doing waxing. And so my brows were really well shaped. This is before my most recent spate of surgeries. I had more brow hair. It's before probably, you know, I mean, probably before I turned 50, but about then, you know. Anyway, but I had more hair as a result. Well, this guy didn't follow the shape that was already established, and he took out like a chunk of my brow. And I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Oh, this is how they taught us to do it." I said, "I have a shape. Follow the shape, man." So I have been working my way back to a good shape, and I'm still very far from it. So here I am. I'm using the pencil because I'm trying to reestablish the hair here. to get the arch in the right place. The arch should really be on the outside of your iris, and then you come down. Okay, and in this case, I'm cheating a little up, so I don't want to pull it too far down. There. Okay, my little doggy has returned. Hello, Tilly. Hi, baby girl. All right. She's being a little clingy today. She is not a clingy dog. And even when I say she's being clingy, she wants to be next to me. She doesn't ever want to be like on me. She's so funny. She's not a snuggle bunny. She's really not, much to my chagrin, but I do adore her. And I will say, you have to snuggle your mama. She snuggles her mama because she's a good girl. All right, and we love nothing more than to get in the car and go on adventures together. It is our thing. And I take lots of pictures of beautiful scenery, and she tries to pull my arm out of its socket at all 15 pounds of her. That's what we do, though. All right, so sorry, I have to look in this mirror to kind of get the right angle, the match. Okay, that's not great. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Not great today, but I don't have time. I'm making meatloaf for dinner, and I've got to get on it. I've been working without my face on, so now I have to hurry up and put my face on and get going. Oh, I don't love that. Again, oh, he took all my brow hair, my good brow hairs away. All right, sorry. No, here we go. All right. Now, I'm going to take, I know I put it out. Maybe I put it back. Probably did. Yeah, I did. All right, taking the brow pencil, the Holy Grail brow pencil, the brow brush, sorry. And I'm just trying to clean that up a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the powder, and go in and just try and clean up the messiness of those brows. Oh, drat. Honestly, it's hard to get them to look like they're sisters, not twins. They'll never be twins, but right now they're not even cousins, but pretend it's not there. All right, we got to keep going. So this is what I'm going to do for my eyes because, as I said, I'm doing the French thing. And I'm just going to take that same Morphe contour and put a little bit in here to bring some dimensionality to my eye. And then again in here. And because it's not a traditional eyeshadow look, you know, it's so much more subtle. That's what we're going for. Okay, I'm going to take just the littlest bit of that and go under my lower lash line, just to the iris. I don't want to go all the way across. I'm keeping it very minimal. All right, now I'm going to take a black, in the spirit of French Parisian makeup here. We're going to take a black liner. I'm going as close, hopefully y'all can see that, as close to the lash line as possible. And then I'm going to take a little smudger brush and I am going to smudge that and cheat it up a little bit at the end. Okay. Not terrible. Okay, that's kind of terrible. Remember, you can always clean up, so don't freak out if, you know, things go awry. Okay. And then taking it down just to make sure it's connected. Okay. Now the harder eye. All right, hold on. Gotta get in here. Again, keep it as close to the lash line. Don't go too far in because it'll close your eye off. Or unless you have really wide set eyes, then definitely do go all the way in. And that will help you kind of cheat your eyes in a little bit more. All right, that wasn't terrible. Okay, a little bit more. By the way, before I started my makeup, I actually remembered to curl my eyelashes so that this step would not be a complete disaster once I went in afterwards and curled them. Yay. And I'm not doing any bottom, any like severe bottom color. You'll see. Stay with me. Keep the vision. All right, here we go. And concentrating on the outside lashes. A little bit inside. Oh, stab myself. Okay. Always have a tissue handy. I know they say you're supposed to wait. I don't wait. I'm impatient. I don't wait. Oh. No harm, no foul. All right, there we go. Sorry to not look at y'all and to just look at the mirror, but I have to for the eyes. Okay. Yay. And then one more. Then we're going to do the final step, which will bring this whole thing together. Because right now you're thinking, this is pretty boring. This whole look is pretty boring. Haha, but it's not. You'll see. The Parisians are anything but boring. Okay. Just the littlest bit under here. Yay. All right. So you'll see, like, my eyes look hopefully very open, not overdone. Now, I am going to take, my lips are very dry right now, so we're probably going to see a lot of, I don't know, caking or something, but I'm taking a lip tint felt liner from Sephora brand, and this is a stain, and I'm filling the whole thing in. So there's a little ball on the end of this, and then so I use the ball part to really get the line. And then I turn it on its side to fill in. Okay, top. And it is true, you do lose the outline of your lips as you age. It is such a bummer. Ugh. Thank goodness there's makeup, right? You can get it back. Okay. Now, maintenant. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I wanted to put some brow gel on here just to set these guys. Okay, and now I'm going in with the most perfect red that I own. It is in the shade Tulip. Oh wait, I thought I was using Rose. I'm using Rose. Ignore that. It's the shade Rose, yes, from Ravi Beauty. And it's a good one. And that, I'm gonna spray it, but that is my version of a Parisian look. What do you think? C'est magnifique? Oui? No? Let me know. All right. Thank y'all for joining me today. We'll have a real topic tomorrow, but just thought it'd be kind of fun to take a little trip with my makeup overseas to France. La France. J'aime la France. Anyway, whatever you're doing, I hope you have a good day. Un bonjour. And remember, God loves you, and I appreciate you so much. All right. Bye-bye.